Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another video. It's not video, it's a video. Thanks for joining me for another video. By the way, I don't always live in this t-shirt. I've done a few reviews in this one. It will be changed tomorrow, but I've got a few grey t-shirts. They all look the same. They've all got paint on. Anyway, let's get on with this beer review now. And what we've got coming up now is the final beer from Tiny Rebels Return to Ale series. What have I thought of them? Golden Ale was all right, not great. They've all been all right, but they've had their own little twist on them. And the Golden Ale, it didn't quite work for me. Well, I mean, they've been different. They've not been bad beers. They've been decent beers, but they've put their twist on it, which I don't think has helped them really, personally. But the beers have all been all right, let's put it that way. There's been nothing wrong with them. They've been certainly drinkable and been quite tasty. Now, like I say, we're on the last one of that Tiny Rebel Return to Ale series. And what we are looking at this time is their English IPA. It's in a 440ml can, coming in at 5%. Like I said on all my videos, it works out, I paid £11.20 for the 4-pack, if you like. So it's about £2.85, £2.82 a can. Yes, it's got an old look about it with a Tiny Rebel twist on it. We've got the Tiny Rebel pint glass that we're going to put it in. Now, it's still quite chilled. It's maybe a little bit too cold for what it should be, but we're going to roll with it. There was me looking for a bottle opener. We don't need one. It's a can. Sort your head out, Baz. So, let's crack on. Get their final beer out of their Return to Ale series reviewed. Because basically, I'm waiting for my perfect draft to chill a keg down so I can review that. So probably by the time I actually get round to reviewing that keg, I'm going to be half cut. I've had a couple anyway. Anyway. That's all I ever say. Beer in a glass. Hazy amber looking beer. It's more, I suppose, I don't know. It's a bright orange amber rather than that dark sort of deeper sort of amber colour. We got a finger of mix and match bubble head. It was quite a vigorous pour, I would say. It was about a finger's worth of head. There's quite a bit of carbonation going up. When I look at the bottom of the glass, because it's a nucleated glass, you can see the fizz coming off that little teddy that's at the bottom. But anyway, I mean, yeah, it just looks like a, if you like, a hazy sort of traditional sort of English IPA, if you like. It's a little bit more sort of golden rather than darker sort of side of the amber colour, but looks all right. So let's go in with the nose. Just quickly off the back, it says malts, Marisotta, hops are Olicana and Jester, and it's the Tiny Rebel house yeast. So let's dive in, give her a sniff and see what we get. There's a tropical aroma there. Yeah, it smells more craft. It smells more craft because we buy any craft. Sorry, I just had a moment there just go through my head there while I was sniffing. Yeah, tropical. It smells tropical. Pineapple, mango, maybe orange, passion fruit, that sort of tropical sort of thing going on. I know I've said in other videos that you smell them and it doesn't always smell tropical, but this has got a little tropical sort of feel to it. Stop sniffing, dive in. Tiny Rebels English IPA. Why it's smelling tropical with English IPA, I don't know, but let's give it a go. 5%. Cheers. Oh dear, Tiny Rebel. Have I lost my patience with them now? I don't know. Return to Ale series. Come on, if you're going to fucking do a return to Ale series and start calling them English IPA, fucking make them like what they're supposed to be like. Your bitter wasn't a fucking extra special bitter. Your ESB, it just wasn't that. Your stout was more like a smoked beer. Your golden ale wasn't quite traditional sort of golden ale. And this one, it's not an English IPA. It's not an English IPA. Fucking hell. It's not an English IPA. It's nothing like an English IPA. Right, let's go in. Not a bad body. It's quite a nice body. It's smooth in the mouth. It's quite soft in the mouth. You get that gentle fizz in the background as you drink it. It's not there initially. You sort of get it going across the palate. It's got a nice mouthfeel. On the taste, it's nothing like an English IPA. You might get that English IPA feel in the background, but certainly on the front end, pineapple, passion fruit, even maybe a little bit of grapefruit in there, mango, orange sort of citrus notes. You get that bitterness, that sort of tropical feel in this beer. You get that bitterness of a typical sort of craft IPA, if you like. On the back end, when all that juiciness, if you like, them fruity flavours disappear, you are left with a nice little malty note, nice little malty tones as well. But you can't call this an English IPA. This is nothing like an English IPA. Pardon me. No. 5%. It's drinking around that. Drinking. I mean, if somebody told you it's 4.5%, 5%, it's drinking in that ballpark. But yet again, it is nothing like a proper fucking English beer. Nothing like it. Oh, that's the disappointment. Because I bought this pack and I did have high hopes. I really did. I thought Return to Ale series. They're going to go real proper old school and traditional. And all they've done is they've basically just produced the same sort of beers that they normally do, if you like, with a craft twist on, because their beers aren't the beers that they ever used to be now. And a lot of their stuff just tastes like maybe a traditional, well, not even a traditional, no, they don't know, actually. I'm talking shit here, aren't I? They don't, but some of their beers taste like a traditional beer with a twist of craft on it, because they're not full on craft. And now what they're trying to say is, oh, we've maybe gone a little bit further back than craft to more traditional. We're going to call it a traditional beer, traditional ale. And that's not what they've done. So yeah, what do I think of this beer? Absolutely fuck all like an English IPA. A bit like the ESB. Nothing like a fucking ESB. That's probably, this and the ESB have been the biggest disappointment out of that pack. Yeah, they're drinkable beers. That's nothing I've not had any fucking other time before. The cream stout was a smoked beer for me. Nice enough. Was it a cream stout? Not enough for me. ESB, nothing like what it should have been. And the golden ale was, again, it was all right, but it had that tiny rebel twist on it, and it didn't, you know, to call it a Return to Ale series is an insult. Anyway, so Tiny Rebels English IPA. Don't bother. Don't bother. In fact, I'm going to come out and be bold and say don't bother with the pack, because you probably, I don't even know if you can get them, but don't get them, because you're going to be disappointed, because they're not actually what you want to buy. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze in a minute. Hang on, pause. That's better. Yeah, don't bother with them. If you want, like, you know, ales and what have you, just go to the supermarket. £2 a shot, normally 4 for 3. Give them a go. All they've done is just no. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the series of videos of these beers, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.